Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use this jobs module and the form creator in tandem, really. So you're going to be able to essentially post a job and allow the user to, submit a job application right from this jobs module here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm over here on, the jobs module. There's a view jobs there, and I don't currently have any jobs available here. So let's go ahead and create one. And I'm going to go ahead and say tech support. And let's see here. So this is going to start 116. This is going to end until it's filled. It has no category really, but I can give it a category. Give it the address. That's our address. This is Business Park South. And then you can give this a job description. I'll just say, please fill oops, out the form below. All right. Let's go ahead and make this heading 2. And I'm just going to publish this. I know there's no form there yet. There is no, nothing no switch to flip or anything like that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to open up the form creator in a new tab. And here's where we're going to start, actually using our form creator to essentially link up and embed the form there. So you see I have a bunch of different forms here, a bunch of test forms and new forms that I just created. But let's go ahead and click on templates here. And, I encourage you to watch, excuse me, I encourage you to watch the video over the form creator to get more in depth on how you can use this form creator to really build your own forms here. But with this templates, just to kind of delve into this, I can actually choose an existing or a pre-generated form. So this form is going to be something that's already been created before, and I can actually build off of that. So here you can see there's this an employment section, and I can look at these employment forms and say I want just a standard employment application here. Let me go ahead and click that, and I'm going to say copy and use template. All right. So it automatically generates this form for me. Here's that information field to gather the user's information, email address, all this stuff, and I can create new questions or even edit these. There's some more information about arrested for anything minor traffic violation. So just standard employment application stuff there. So let me go ahead and I'll just preview and share this first. So this is what this form currently looks like. Just it looks like this right now, and this is actually what the user is going to see. Teaching experience, additional teaching experience, and we can go in and change those as we'd like to. But I'm going to publish now. And this is essentially a teaching application, so I may have to tweak those to say tech support or more tech support related questions. But let me go ahead and preview and share one last time. And I'm going to go into these sharing options and send this form to a friend here. I'm just going to go ahead and select all of that and copy that. And what we're going to do is over on the job application or job description, we're going to open up that editor and we're going to open up this iframe option here and just paste that right in there. Now this by itself won't work, and I can't really explain why. We are pulling from the same site, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove everything. I'm just going to keep everything after that .com there. So this http alexdev.cyberschool.com needs to go. I'm going to make this 100% width, oops, 100% width, and 600 pixels high, and enable scroll bars so they can scroll through it. And lastly, give this a title for ADA compliance. Job application form embed. All right. So now I see this large iframe here. Let me go ahead and publish this now. And here we have an employment application. And as I scroll through, you see I can actually start filling this out with information. All right. So the other option to that is we can actually go ahead and open up our navigation editor and just create a whole new page here and embed the form on there. Let's go ahead and embed that form there. It's all the same information, 100%, 600 pixels by default already, enable scroll bars and just some title there. And we can say job application. Let's go ahead and publish that and save. All right, so what I can do instead is I'm going to go ahead and copy the link address. And instead of embedding this form, I'm going to delete that. Let's go all the way back. And let's go ahead and say to apply, um, fill out the form here. And let's go ahead and make here a link to that job application form. Go ahead and watch my site cleanup where I discuss setting links properly in Cyberschool to figure out or find out what I'm doing there. Just setting it relative. All right. So there that is, and there's that application there. Now I can increase the width so we don't have to scroll so much. Let's say 1000. All right, so we're scrolling much less now. And that's essentially how we're going to use this jobs module and the form creator kind of in tandem. Essentially, we're going to link up that form inside a job description. You may actually have the actual job description here, not just a to apply fill out form here thing. Um, this may actually be on the bottom, and then you have like the actual job description, the salary, the hours worked, the location, or the allocations actually should be supplied there. But yeah, that's essentially how we're going to use the jobs module and the job application used through the form creator together to start accepting applications. One last thing before I let you go, though, is we actually have to set up what happens whenever this form is submitted. So just creating this form is not enough. Let me go to edit form details, and we can change the title of this. We're going to alter the storage options here. That's how we're going to handle what happens when this is submitted. So I'm going to store it to a data set so I can always view past submissions. So anybody who's applied in the past, I can always go back and look at. And for the send to the following email addresses, you may have an HR email. I'm going to type in my email address so that whenever somebody hits that submit button on this job application, the application form submission is going to be sent to my email. There's also stuff like payment or PayPal, administrator sign off, starting date, ending date, the form header, etc. But what's important is that you set this send to the following email address so that you start receiving those, or the correct people start receiving those applications there. And that's how we use the form creator to essentially work with the jobs module there.